I recently updated my Bernina version 8 to version 9 on the desktop that I use, and everything went really smoothly. Now, I understand I may have run into trouble because this computer is using Windows 10 as the operating system. I do run all of my Windows updates when I'm prompted to, so I do try to keep this computer protected. And so far everything seems to be working fine. Well, how can I find out which version of 9 I'm using? If I go to Help, and that's with the embroidery software open, and look at About, I know that this is the latest version, V9.037, November 2022. So I know I'm good there. Um, Something that did bug me is when I first start my embroidery design software, it also starts to run the Wi Fi connection, which I'm not going to be able to use with my Melco. The Melco does not have even a USB connection, much less Wi Fi capability. Um, it connects with a cable from this computer directly to the Melco. It's the Amaya XTS. It's older, and I don't know if they'll ever have Wi-Fi connection. So I didn't bother to even take the new communication port out of the box. But that was annoying me that this popped up also. It's probably not using very much of the resources of my computer, but still, it's another step that I have to go through to turn it off when I get through using the software. Is usually when I think of it because it's still left on my screen. But in the PDF that Bernina provided for us that shows the um, what was new in the version 9 update that was done in November, and it's been rolled out in sections of the country and the world, because you couldn't download that to everyone all at once. So it was rolled out, and I finally got the prompt um, that I could update, and I did. So, but in the notes, I read that under Help and the no, forgive me, it's under Settings and Options. I can turn that off. It's coming up in the General tab of the options, and it auto starts the Wi Fi connector. That's the default. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to turn that off and say OK. Now I will close it one more time, but when I reopen my software again, that should not um, pop up at the same time. Now, another thing that was bugging me was the fact that um, I would get a pop up periodically, and I wish I could show it to you. You've probably seen it yourself, that told me that Corel Draw was available to purchase the newest version. I have no desire to do that. We run the Adobe suite on our computers, so I really don't need to update Corel. I'm satisfied with the version that is included in the software. So I found this as a way to get rid of the Corel pop-up, and I've already done this, um, but I'll run through the steps with you really quickly. So I'm going to hit, it says open up the run prompt by holding down the Windows key and the letter R, Windows R. Now, as I said, I have, let me bring it up where you can see it. I had recently done this typed in the field, and I'll say OK. And you get this window. It says touch the task scheduler. That Corel came back up again. I'm going to stretch this out so that I can see it. And it's the Corel helper task. It says it is ready. And so the box at the right will now show what programs have scheduled tasks, locate all the Corel tasks. The person that wrote this said he found 4. Right click on it and choose delete. And that's probably my problem. When I was opening this earlier, I touched delete on the keyboard. Read instructions, Gina. Okay, so this time I'm going to right click, not just disable. It says delete. There it is. Okay, at the bottom. Do you want to delete? Yes, I do. Now it's gone from here, and when I restart the computer, that should be removed and it shouldn't pop up again for me. So hopefully that'll work for you as well. I'll put these instructions for you in the description of this video. And I just leave it on my desktop because I think it comes back. It came back when I updated to Bernina 9. So I think I'm going to see it every now and then. If I do an update on my Bernina software, possibly when I do a Windows update, it's going to come again. So I generally leave this on my desktop so that I can get to it quickly and I don't have to search for 30 minutes on the internet to find it again. But that's some of the things that little pesky things that I've cleaned up this morning. Thanks for watching.